It's Bailey with Midnight Mama Sleep Consulting. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about a newborn sleep routine and how to develop a good one for your newborn baby. This is going to look a lot different than it does for an older baby or a toddler because newborns don't have self-soothing skills. They are not capable of putting themselves to sleep yet. You might have a unicorn baby that sleeps all night long and you don't know how it happened, but you don't want to change anything. And if you do, this video can still be for you because routines help everyone. They help babies, they help toddlers, they help adults schedule their lives. Routines are a must. So a great routine for a newborn would look something like this. Around 30 minutes before bedtime, which for a newborn is going to be late, around 9 or 9:30 sometimes, we will offer them a full feeding. So if you're a breastfeeder or if you feed them with a bottle, this is where you want to give them a full feeding. So offer them both sides if they'll take it, or feed them a big bottle if they'll take it. And then after this feeding, we're going to offer them a bath. Or if you're worried about their little skin drying out, then just wipe them down with a wet cloth, a warm wet cloth. After this, then I want you to lotion them up, get them all lotiony, and then we're gonna put them in their PJs and a swaddle. Up until the age of 11 weeks, a swaddle is really important to use because it prevents something called the Moro reflex. What the Moro reflex is it's when your child's arms are like this and they startle themselves awake. So you might see your baby in the crib, if they break out of their swaddle and their arms go up, that all of a sudden they startle themselves awake and they're crying and they need you and you're like, why did you do that? But it's actually an involuntary reflex that happens to them. And they can't control it, but you can control it if you put them in a swaddle. So oftentimes babies protest the swaddle because their arms are down or their arms are crossed and they don't want to be confined. But I want you to still try to use a swaddle. Try to comfort them, try to make it as cozy as possible. If it's not working, then ditch it. But I highly recommend keeping a swaddle until 11 weeks old or at the first signs of rolling. If your child is a superstar and they're rolling or showing signs of rolling way before that 11-week mark, then you are gonna move right into a sleep sack. You are not even gonna try a swaddle. Anytime a child starts to show the signs of rolling, we want to get rid of the swaddle because we don't want it to be a safety hazard. So after we get them in the swaddle, then you can sing them a song. What is really important at this age is to help them with repetition. Repetition makes babies smart because they start to recognize cues. And with sleep training, that's all we're doing is we're cueing your child all the time. So I want you to sing the same bedtime song every night. Whether it's You Are My Sunshine or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or any other song that you might like, do it every night, the same one. And they will start to recognize the song. After this song, I want you to offer them a top-up feeding. So depending on how your first feeding went, if it was completely full, they came off the breast or they came off the bottle completely satisfied, then I would still offer the top-up. And especially if the feeding was not ideal, we're definitely offering that top up. So what this is we will put just a little bit more milk in the bottle, or we'll try to latch them one more time at the breast. And then if they take some, awesome. If they don't, that's okay. But we want to get them really drowsy, where they're having long blinks. One other thing that's helpful during this time is to rub the area right between their eyebrows. That's a really soothing thing for them, rubbing the bridge of the nose, or even rubbing their actual eyebrow can be really soothing for them. So this is the perfect routine for a newborn. We want to feed them, we want to give them a bath, a lotion massage, we want to get them in their swaddle, sing them a song, and then we want to offer a top-up feeding if they need it. And then you're setting yourself up for success. The more consistent routines you have, the better your child will begin to sleep, and you might get to avoid sleep training later on if your child really takes to this. So I hope you learned something today. I started really early with both of my kids, around 2 weeks old, and they were awesome sleepers. My son slept through the night around 3 months old, and my daughter was around 6 months. But if you have any concerns or any questions about this newborn schedule, please leave a comment below and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these videos. We will see you next week.